Not funny.
Hi, I'm Tony Palumbo.
Hi, I'm Courtney Pollock. Special shout out to Alana and Hannah and little baby Jesus and Santa Claus. And this is orientation update. So just think, a few days ago, most of you moved into Hayden Residence Hall. We hope that the cockroaches, rats, and homeless people give you a full NYU welcome.
But let's look on the bright side of things. At least you're not in Gallatin.
Ah, Gallatin, the School of Independent Studies.
Where you can major in things like creativity.
Or the thingliness of things.
Or learning to get dressed by myself.
Or in Stern, where you will in fact be rich one day.
But you'll never buy back your soul.
Or in Tish, or as I like to call it, hey man, give me 160 grand. I'll sit around and watch a movie for a few years, and I'll give you a degree.
But in all seriousness, NYU is really just a culmination of different schools pertaining to different interests, and NYU is constantly changing. For example, due to the complete lack of sports at NYU, the administration has been working hard to get a little more school spirit. So, the first step was finding a new mascot.
Yeah, we went from the Violets, which was just lame, to the Bobcats, which is too mainstream and not NYU enough. So here's some of the ideas that they've been tossing around, which they feel truly represent the NYU experience.
Bob. The Washington Square crackhead.
Sally, the Jewish princess from Jersey.
Julian. The, do I look fat in these boy jeans?
Makes sense. Think about it.
Julian. The, do I look fat in these girl jeans? Boy. Actually, you know what? While we're on the topic, let's reserve an hour or so to talk about the gays.
Oh, the gays. NYU is like an oasis of homos. They're here, they're queer, they're going to talk to you about what product you use in your hair. Oh, Tony. You get so much volume without using a blow dryer. But on a more serious note, as a straight female student at NYU, I can tell you that the stereotype is generally exaggerated. And in fact, most of the incoming freshmen aren't gay.
Well, I guess we should really restate that. Most of the incoming freshmen aren't gay yet. And thus, the fifth, lesser-known part of the Morse academic plan. Gay by May.
Freshmen, welcome to our nightmare. By October, you'll have fabulous mink sewn into the hood of your winter coat. By March, it's going to be the white man capris. May comes and the freshmen bloom into a beautiful army of gay men. It's sort of like the NYU metamorphosis. It's actually really quite moving to see our little fruitcakes grow up to be full-blown, almost semi-manly men.
All right. I'm really sorry. I have to listen to this like every session, and I just feel like I should say something on behalf of all of the straight single men at NYU because you exist. I mean, do you have any idea how hard it is to get a girlfriend when you tell someone you go to NYU? They always assume you're gay and like, oh, you want to get mani-pedis? I'm like, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like what I had in mind. Very into crochet.
Put down.
So I just want to say on behalf of all the straight single men at NYU, we do exist.
Kevin, you are not single.
And you sure weren't straight last night.
Damn.
Kevin's a homo. In all seriousness, guys, it really is difficult to encompass all the diversity of NYU, as you learned in your workshop, or to make one clear-cut stereotype that's true 100% of the time.
For example, NYU has been trying to nail down a catchphrase to learn prospective students.
Yeah, up until a few years ago, it was always NYU when Columbia laughs in your face.
But recently, a rash of celebrities have invaded NYU.
Yep, we had the Olsen twins for about 3.4 seconds. Mara Wilson, star of Matilda and Mrs. Doubtfire's resident goth. And most recently, we have drug-addicted Haley Joel Osment of Success fame.
She loves to do that.
Paris Hilton was planning to matriculate as a Gallatin student, but she wanted to major in wealth and sluttiness in the 21st century. And on her way to her orientation, she crashed into Washington Square Arch while she was careening down Fifth Avenue, hopped up on Smirnoff, cocaine, and $37 worth of falafel. No one needs that much.
Whatever
Which
happened to
leads us
Jamba
to the
Juice?
unveiling of NYU's new catchphrase. NYU, it sure is a hell better than prison. Unless you're in Stern. Hey, speaking of prison and college, let's talk about Facebook.
Facebook. I'm sure you all went to that great workshop and now know that Facebook is a place where anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah, people are getting kicked out of school, booted off of sports teams, and more just because of their Facebook profiles.
Yep. For example, just to prove it to you guys, if somebody missed the workshop, I just printed out a random Facebook profile before I came out on stage from the audience. And it's a company interest category. Hemp, caution, tree hugging, women in flannel, setting lab rats free, arson for the cause, organic, non-fat, non-genetically mutated, non-salted, 100% natural peanut butter, harvested by members of Greenpeace, Beanie Babies. Is any of this ringing a bell, Tony?
No?
Are you positive?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Courtney.
Tony, don't be shy. We both know that this is your profile.
No?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe it is, but hey, if you don't like my profile, you can just ignore it.
But at least now I know why you have all those stuffed animals in your dorm room.
Bitch, say what you want about my peanut butter, but don't talk about my bean baby.